Hi everybody again. In this video I would like to explain the nature of the textbook or the work which you will be working on editing in this client-based project, the final project of our course. So as you have read above, the book is called Methods of Discovery, and it's a book that is currently sort of 70 to 80% ready for publication. It's a book which I wrote several years ago. It's a college-level book on academic writing and research writing, and at one point it was supposed to be published by Lonman. However, after 3 rounds of very positive peer reviews, they decided not to publish it because they did not think that it would fit into what they wanted a research writing textbook to be. However, since I put it online and made it openly available to anybody who's interested in the topic, I have received numerous positive comments on the content and the style of the book, and also several requests to make it available on one of the recently established open access educational online portals. For those of you who don't know what open access educational resources are, these are educational texts, generally textbooks, typically at college level, sometimes at high school level, which various organizations make available to anyone who's interested for free on the internet, and sometimes in print form as well for a nominal fee. The open educational resources of this kind are generally licensed under Creative Commons licenses. For those of you who don't know, Creative Commons licenses are the kinds of what they call copyleft as opposed to copyright licenses, which allow the author to retain the rights to the publication and to the redistribution of these texts, as opposed to ceding the rights to the publisher. If you want to know more about Creative Commons licensing, visit Creative Commons Foundation's website at creativecommons.org. It's a pretty big deal. It's not a very sort of a niche thing. It's been growing a lot in the last 10 years or so. So I'm digressing. In any case, so the textbook is licensed under Creative Commons, which means it's free for everybody to use, and it's free for people to redistribute, use in the classroom, and so on. So recently I've been approached by one of the leading open education resources platforms in the country called Boundless out of Boston. You can Google them if you want more information. I will also put the link to their website on the page, and asked if I would like to make Methods of Discovery available to readers through their platform. They also told me that if I decide to make that book available, I would not have to take it down from methodsofdiscovery.org or do anything like that. It could be published in both places. Having considered that request, I've decided that it would not be a bad idea to have it available, just because that would likely increase the readership of the book and make it more popular. Now, as is the case with a lot of these open access publishing projects and other publishing projects in general, by the way, the editorial guidance that Boundless provides to its authors is pretty minimal. Having exchanged several emails with one of the editors, it became clear to me that it's pretty much up to me, or up to us in this case, to decide how we will make this book look and what it's going to look like once it's published on their website. They have some examples of other books, including books in writing, which I will ask you to look at as we work on this project, but essentially the choice is ours. The only couple of really small restrictions they place is that they want the final text in HTML, and that they work with HTML and a couple of other formats that you don't really need to get into at this point right now at all. So what I need your help with as your client in this project is the book has never really been formally copy edited, since it never got to a stage where it was about to be published on paper. It was taken through several rounds of revisions, but never formally copy edited. So I need your help with the copy editing of the chapters. I also need your help with kind of providing a fresh look at the chapters and seeing if you think certain updates might be needed content-wise, whether we need new information, different kinds of information, maybe some things could be deleted because they're irrelevant at this point. The book is several years old after all. So I'd like several kinds of the sort of general editorial help with which we are familiar now by the end of this course. So as I write below, the way the project will work is as follows. You will be assigned one or two chapters to work with, and you will be asked to copy edit those chapters and submit them to me. However, before you copy edit those chapters, I'd like you also to think about anything that the chapters need in terms of content, structure, as well as copy editing, and provide me with some written advice on what needs to be done with those issues. So there will be two stages to the project. One will be, you will be sort of create a little needs analysis, little proposal to me. You will write a memo where you will outline what you're proposing in terms of copy editing as well as in terms of content. And then you will actually conduct the copy editing of those one or two chapters that I will assign to you. And I'll take it from there, and after that we will see if we can submit the whole work to Boundless. I will probably be doing that after the class is over, and just a couple of disclaimers. I am not making any money off of this. This is open access. They're not selling these books. I'm not selling them, so you will not be participating into any kind of commercial distribution of this book. And also, you will get editing credit on whatever platform this book ends up being published, both Methods of Discovery and Boundless. Now, if you don't want such credit, if you don't want this to be mentioned, if you don't want your name to be mentioned in relation to this project, please let me know and I will omit you. But you do need to let me know, otherwise I will give you credit for editing, for copy editing and other things. So this is sort of a slightly unusual project for a standard college class, but those of you who've taken my other classes before have done client-based projects, and I think many of you have seen value in those projects as far as your preparation as professional writers and professional editors and members of the field. So I hope you enjoy this opportunity. I thank you for your work on this project, and I look forward to working with you on it. Now, when you look at the module, the fourth module on the website, you will see, of course, that this project contains several sort of discrete little sub-projects, and each of those will be done kind of separately while keeping in mind the large picture, the big purpose of the big project. As always, if you have any questions about any of this, please let me know, and I look forward to working with you on this.